Hi, everyone. Thank you for the introduction. I'll be presenting my research titled Broiler Performance in Response to Timing of Maternal Growth. I hope you can hear me.
Yeah, we can. Go ahead.
Okay, thank you. So controlling the body weight of breeders is necessary to obtain optimal reproductive performance, and this is achieved through feed restriction. Now, over the years, there's increase in severity of broiler breeder feed restriction affecting their body composition and welfare. With the help of the diagram here, it was shown that in 1957, feed-restricted breeders achieved a similar body weight as their Liveton-fed breeders, and about 60 years later, in 2015, the body weight target of feed-restricted breeders was only 30% of the body weight of their Liveton-fed breeders. And the influence of feed restriction on breeder growth affect offspring performance, that is broiler performance. So this means that there's an intergenerational effect of increasing or decreasing breeder feed intake, or in the general sense, breeder growth on broiler performance. So recent studies have shown that in a bid to employ new feeding strategies to improve modern breeder growth for better reproductive success, offspring performance was affected. So this effect of breeder growth on offspring performance can be explained as changes in the nutrient composition of the egg, which is a direct effect on embryonic development and subsequent broiler growth. It could also be explained through epigenetics. Now, epigenetics is changes in the maternal nutritional supply that affect gene expression and can be inherited by the offspring. Studies have shown that increasing breeder target body weight above the recommendations by primary breeders led to an increase in egg weight, leading to an increase in broiler hatch weight and subsequent broiler growth. Now, increasing breeder body weight had also been found to be potentially capable of increasing the feed efficiency of female offspring. And this brings us to the objective of the study, and this was to investigate the effect of maternal prenatal inflection point, also known as the age of maximum prenatal growth, and increased early body weight gain on broiler performance. It was the hypothesis stated that advanced or early maternal prenatal inflection points and increased early body weight gain would increase broiler final body weight, breast yield, and lower broiler feed conversion ratio. Now, the experimental design included 12 maternal growth treatments, and in the 12 maternal growth treatments, we had 6 levels of maternal prenatal inflection point, also known as the age of maximum prenatal growth, and 2 levels of maternal early gain. And offspring trials were conducted at 3 maternal ages, that is 32, 42, and 52 weeks, and male and female broilers were raised till 6 weeks of age. Now, to better understand the growth treatment, I would like to mention that broiler growth is in 3 phases. We have the pre-prenatal or the early phase, the prenatal phase, and the post-prenatal phase. For the growth treatment, the prenatal inflection point or the age of maximum prenatal growth was manipulated along with the body weight gain at the early phase. Now, this graph shows the growth treatment of our broiler breeders, and the growth treatments were applied to rosteroid broiler breeders, and they were distinct body weight curves derived by changing biologically relevant coefficients of the Gompers growth model. Now, these coefficients were the prenatal inflection points, which is also known as the age of prenatal maximum growth, and the other coefficient was the body weight gain at the early phase, which is the pre-prenatal body weight gain. Now, for the growth treatment, we had 6 levels of prenatal inflection points, like I had mentioned. This curve is the rosteroid target based on recommendations by primary breeders. Then from these curves, we're able to manipulate the 2 coefficients that I have mentioned to get an earlier prenatal inflection point. This is the curve, the 15 weeks. We had the 17 weeks, we had the 19 weeks, then we had the 21 weeks, which is based on recommendations by primary breeders. That is why it is on the rosteroid target. Then the prenatal inflection point was delayed to 22 weeks and 23 weeks. And for each of these prenatal inflection point, there were 2 levels of standard early gain. So the green, the blue colors, this blue graph shows that these inflection points were on the standard maternal early gain as recommended by primary breeders. And then we have the yellow colors showing that the 20% gain from the prenatal body weight gain was shifted to the early phase. So that is why the yellow curves were pushed a little bit upward to achieve a higher body weight at the early stage, just to show that there was a higher body weight at the early stage for the breeders in this growth treatment. Now, when these breeders were at 32, 42, and 52 weeks of age, eggs were collected, incubated, and hatched. Our chicks were feather sexed and nectared to link individual chicks to their maternal growth treatment. Broilers were then randomly assigned to 2 pens and were fed using a precision feeding system until 6 weeks of age. I would like to emphasize that no treatment was applied to broilers. The treatments were only applied to the broiler breeders. Now, the effect of growth treatment applied to broiler breeders were measured on egg weight, chick hatch weight, and offspring performance, which included broiler body weight, feed intake, feed conversion ratio, and breast yield. An analysis of ANOVA was carried out on all dependent variables, and each individual broiler chick was a replicate unit. Now, the result on egg weight shows that there was no effect of maternal prenatal inflection point on egg weight. Egg weight was similar across all 6 maternal prenatal inflection point treatments. On the other hand, delaying maternal prenatal inflection point from 21 weeks to 22 weeks decreased body weight of chicks at hatch. So chicks from 22-week maternal inflection point treatment were 2.3 grams lighter than chicks from the standard or the 21-week maternal prenatal inflection point treatment. At day 42, that is 6 weeks, the result of broiler body weight shows that at the 21-week maternal prenatal inflection point, which is the breeder recommended, increasing early gain of breeders increased the broiler body weight by about 220 grams. So that means that when breeder body weight is increased, the early body weight is increased, broiler body weight too increases. The result of the cumulative feed intake shows that an increase in maternal early gain led to an increase in broiler feed intake in the 21 and the 22-week maternal inflection point treatment. So the increase in feed intake by 380 grams in the 21-week maternal inflection point could explain the increase in the body weight observed in broilers in this treatment. Now, the result of the cumulative feed conversion ratio of broilers shows that delaying broiler breeder prenatal inflection points to 23 week of age increased broiler cumulative feed conversion ratio when compared to broilers in the 19 and the 21-week maternal inflection point. So this suggests that earlier or advanced maternal prenatal inflection point actually increased feed efficiency of offspring or broilers. The result of offspring breast weight shows that when maternal prenatal inflection point is achieved at 19 weeks, broiler breast weight increased by about 95 grams when compared to the 21-week inflection point. And this increment in broiler breast weight was achieved while the standard early gain was maintained. So that means advanced or earlier maternal prenatal inflection point increased broiler breast weight. At 6 weeks of age, the result of maternal age on broiler breast weight showed that broilers from 52-week-old hens were about 110 grams heavier than broilers from 32-week-old hens, while broilers from 42-week-old hens were intermediate. So the result on broiler feed intake shows that broilers from 32 and 52-week-old hens consumed less feed than broilers from 42-week-old hens. Furthermore, the result of the cumulative feed conversion ratio shows that 52-week-old hens produce broilers with lower feed conversion ratio than 32 and 42-week-old hens. So therefore, broilers from older hens were heavier, they consumed less feed, making them more feed efficient. This graph on the left-hand side shows that male broilers from 52-week-old hens had a greater breast weight, that is absolute value of breast weight, than males and females broilers from 32 and 42-week-old hens. However, The result of broiler breast yield as a percent of live body weight showed that while males had similar breast yield across all maternal ages, female broilers from 52-week-old hens had a greater breast yield than female broilers from 32 and 42-week-old hens. So this means that male and female broilers react differently, or they respond differently to maternal age when regarding their breast yield. Yes. So take-home messages from my presentation is that when breeders achieve prenatal inflection point or maximum growth earlier, broiler feed efficiency increase. Increasing the early body weight gain of broiler breeders was able to increase the growth of broilers, and male and female broilers exhibit different breast yield responses based on their maternal age. And I would like to mention that the growth treatment in my research were better strategies for relaxing feed restriction in broiler breeders with a positive impact on their offspring growth. Thank you for listening, and if there are questions.